right. Ye- No, there are no downers in Kenshin meetings. We are only we are top dog. No, that didn't come out right. Hold on. I got oh, they can't hear us apparently. No. Well, let's just act now. Act so we can't hear you. Can't hear us apparently. Unless it's you. No. I don't know. I have no clue. Um, what's this you? No. Small mic. What is going on? Um, chat, 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 chat. Help us.
There we go. Now you guys can probably hear me. I had to switch my mic on OBS.
Oh, you can.
Yeah. It always changes on me for some stupid reason. I don't know why. Okay, you guys should be able to hear me now. On OBS.
Okay. I think
Yeah.
they're getting the. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
We
now
are
now now they're able to hear it. Okay. All right. Hey guys, so I think it's just going to be us three. Sean couldn't make it. Kyle, he might be in. Robert can't make it because he has work, and I'm not sure about Brandon. So it's just gonna be the three of us. So that's cool because this meeting there's not much to go over, but obviously there is some things that we will address, and obviously something that we will have to talk about that just happened yesterday that we shared that some of you may know, some of you may not. So we'll go into that. So first off, let's just make sure everything sounds good. I'm not muted now. You guys can hear me. The rest of you guys sound, or can everyone hear anybody else? Nico sounds good. Vinny sounds good. Let us know. Let's see. So let's see what we got here in the chat. We got Acno, we got Anton, we got Bobby Reynolds, we got Hammond Gaming, Godzilla Reader. Yeah, that's what we got so far. So hey guys, welcome.
Hi.
All right. So, all right. So like I said, there's not much to go over in terms of announcements or project updates. We're still just cranking away at Chaos Episode 4. Which is doing really well though. We the animators have been getting some pretty good progress. If you guys obviously because of the whole Patreon less I guess toning that down, you all have been able to see the behind the scenes stuff that we've been sharing over the last couple days. We're actually all caught up with the stuff that we've shared on Patreon only. So now from today forward, everything will be completely as we receive sneak peeks and all that stuff. So it won't be like lag behind because a lot of that footage and pictures that you guys saw was like from months ago. So just keep that in mind. But everything now going forward is up to date, current. So so that's that. So obviously we had that last video that was the behind the scenes. It was like a good 3 to almost 4 minutes of just footage. So if you guys haven't seen that, check out the post that we've give the link to and all that. You guys can watch that there. Or maybe I don't know. We could show it here. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. So that gives you guys an idea of like where we're at because that update wasn't too long ago when we received that bit of footage, like some finished footage, which is really exciting. The only thing that we don't have is obviously a finished music track yet. Vinny's still working on that, and then we obviously won't have sound effects with it because that's Brandon, and so that's at the end of the post production there. So. But you could get a glimpse of what the soundtrack will or what the track will sound like on that behind the scenes video. So there was a bit of those teaser clips there too. So yeah, in terms of Kenshin Chaos, we're just still cranking away at it. we still don't have a date for it. We're not going to say a date for it because we just don't know. I mean, obviously, we're hoping for in the next couple months, but everyone's personal lives, we all got things to do, and so it just makes it hard to prioritize and get things focused and done here. So, in terms of Gabra's Bad Day animated, we are getting very close to the model being finished. Toho Society has let me know that right now they're currently finishing up the rigging process on the model. They're actually trying to give him many different facial and emotions or expressions. So I'm really excited about that because that makes sense for this kind of show that he would have to have different emotive faces for the animation because there's a lot of crap goes on. So instead of just, like you guys remember from the original series, how it was just a toy, so obviously it was just the same face for the whole thing. This one, you'll actually be able to see Gabra be like emotive, and so when he's scared, when he's happy, and all that stuff. I gotta get some lighting in here. I'm like, there we go. It's really bad there. So yeah. What else? Oh, and we did share obviously the work in progress of the Gabra model. So once again, you guys can look at that on our social media posts. We've posted what that looks like so far. We're just, once again, it's just really cool the fact that it's like an original model being made just for this series. Like that's pretty cool, so. What else? In terms of side content, obviously we uploaded a highlights video of the Phasmophobia gameplay that we did for Kenshin Plays. And then we're currently, Brandon is in the process of editing for the Among Us. We're going to do 2 episodes. It's going to be Among Us part 1, part 2 that we're going to do. Hey, Goji Rex, what's up, man? Yeah, we'll talk about YouTube and the monetization soon here.
Yeah.
So that's going to be going on there. I don't know if we're going to do more episodes of Among Us or if we're going to move on to a different game. But we'll just have to internally, discuss that, what we're going to do going forward with that. What else? Podcast wise, we're trying to get details figured out for a guest to appear on the next episode in regards to what the podcast theme will be. Just to remind you guys, the next podcast is going to be about Nico made this idea up, and I think it's a really fun idea. Nico, I'll have you just talk about
it. Okay, so basically what the main topic of the next podcast would be is, let me pull up what just happened. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Okay. Always. So basically what the next podcast will be about, just a generalization, is I'm not sure how many of you know that how Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 was supposed to be the official ending to the Heisei era. There's supposed to be no more films after that, but obviously it didn't work out that way. Obviously, we have the Return of Space, or not the Return of Space Godzilla. That'd be very interesting, but that isn't it. It's Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.
Yeah.
And then we had Godzilla vs. Destroyer to officially wrap everything up. So what we are going to do, it's going to be more of like a debate between me and Chris, and it will be, I am saying the side of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 was the more fitting ending to the Heisei era than Godzilla vs. Destroyer, and Chris obviously being on the other side of choosing Godzilla vs. Destroyer.
Yeah.
Be ready, Chris. I hope you're ready. You know what's going to happen.
Nico, I never know what to expect from you.
I'm coming dressed up. I'm doing my research. I'm watching the film 5 times over. You are not going to win.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. So yes, so that's the theme of the next podcast, and we are trying to get a guest in, and we think we have a guy who we have in mind, and obviously it's a guy that you guys all know and love, so we'll just have to wait and see when we get that announcement. All right, let's see. Hamid Gaming, I'm literally still waiting for his D-Man with his review of it. Yeah, we've given up on that. We don't expect to see any review from D-Man.
No,
we've given up on that hope.
I'm expecting a 25-minute breakdown of the supposedly, even though it's not supposedly, it didn't exist, some sort of like Son of Kong poster
Yeah, because that's all the rumors now with the next
It just
MonsterVerse
like
movie.
made like Microsoft
I'm all
Word or
for it.
Microsoft Paint. It's just like a picture of the baby gorilla, and
Yeah,
then in like Times New Roman, Son of Kong
yeah.
in red.
Good lord. So, yeah. So that's in terms of projects. I think that's it. Yes. So
Godzilla Reader, you better tone it down with that sort of
I
nonsense.
agree, Godzilla Raider. Yeah, you're smart.
You
You're
know
smart.
what?
You got it.
We're not getting into this right now,
We're
Chris.
not
We're
getting.
not
Yeah,
getting into
save it for
this.
the
We're
podcast.
not getting into it. Yep, into the podcast. Absolutely.
So yes, let's get into the Patreon stuff. So a couple days ago, we posted an announcement or kind of a written update about regarding the Patreon stuff. And um long story short, I'm not going to go through it all because you guys can read the update for yourselves. That there's a document that we've shared on it. It gives the whole details and all that stuff. Long story short, basically, we don't feel like the content that we're making at the pace that we're making is worth doing a Patreon, or at least is having those high tiers. And also the fact that we had barely no people on the Patreon, or at least not enough to make it worth having a paywall for certain things. For instance, the exclusive content or the behind the scenes stuff, sneak peeks. Like, it's just it doesn't make sense to hold all of that really cool content for only like 6 people when there's like over 1,000 people that are subscribed to the channel, when we could easily be showcasing all of our behind the scenes stuff, which is something that we used to do back in the day. I mean, I remember like with the Return of Space Godzilla development, we would be posting a picture every day of something, or we would be doing something at least. So we just kind of wanted to bring it back to that kind of day. But that doesn't mean that we don't appreciate the support that we've been getting, that we've gotten from it, and from like that little time span. I mean, this whole thing was an experiment. We really weren't sure how it was going to go. We had our ideas and we had like our hopes for it, but in terms of like how we wanted to, I don't know, involve the audience and the community, it just really didn't turn out the way. So Nico and I had a conversation and we both agreed that toning it down, we just completely removed the $5, $10 stuff. The dollar, like the Patreon is still there. We haven't deleted it. So it's still there if you guys want to support us with just $1, but you're not going to be getting all those benefits and rewards. The only thing you'll get is obviously a credits in our videos. We'll still do that because that's important. We want to make sure that the people who are at least doing the financial backing can get some kind of notice, spotlight, whatever. And that's basically the Patreon stuff. And now that actually leads into the next topic, which is, it's so funny how the timeline worked with this, because it's like YouTube was waiting. They were like, oh, now they're gonna de-emphasize their Patreon. Now let's kick them in the balls and take away their monetization. So not only now have we we've kind of not focused so much on Patreon, but now we've also lost our monetization. We got kicked from YouTube's partnership program and the reason is because they told us that we have repetitive content. And this kind of reason boils my blood, because there's so many YouTube channels that churn out the same shit again and again and again, and they make thousands of dollars a month or whatever. And I'm sitting here going, and they're going to put us in that category where we have repetitive content? Like, I don't think so. So they also didn't give us an example, which is really frustrating. They only gave us this, it's like these do's and don'ts of monetization, and they gave us like these certain topics of like, if the right way to do monetization is you do this, and it's basically just follow the terms of service or the agreement, whatever, the YouTube policies. And then they have the don'ts, and then that's like obviously like repetitive content and blah 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 and blah blah blah. So they didn't give us an example, which is frustrating because I don't know then what exactly, like what video it was. Like, at least YouTube could tell me like, hey, it was this video that might be a little too repetitive. Like, for instance, if it was maybe, let's say, the Phasmophobia video, there's a lot of channels that do a let's play of Phasmophobia.
Hmm.
Okay, maybe. Then obviously if that was the reason, we would then maybe change up some things. But I don't know. Is it because we do animation with Godzilla related stuff? I don't think so, because I know that there are plenty of channels out there that are monetized that do Godzilla animations and they're doing fine.
Yeah.
Um, is it a podcast? I doubt it, because everyone and their mom has a podcast. So it's just one of the things that I don't understand why they've hit us with that, and there is nothing we can do. Unfortunately, YouTube is how you guys know how YouTube is. There's probably a countless amount of videos that have talked about this, and like, I got kicked off the membership and I can't do anything about it, blah blah blah. And obviously YouTube's not going to do anything for them, especially because we are a very small channel. YouTube doesn't give a shit about small channels. If we were maybe like, PewDiePie tier, or like some really big YouTube, maybe we could get like a contact representative or something, but that's not going to happen in our situation because we're just so small. Also, what's really annoying is like YouTube says there was a there is a person that reviewed your channel. I highly doubt that, guys. It's all bots. I guarantee you it's bots. YouTube's not going to pay a guy to sit down and review channels. They're not going to do that. No, they would save money by just having a bot with an algorithm, and that algorithm is so screwed at this point because they keep on changing it and all this stuff that it's just screwing people over. So yes, unfortunately we obviously don't have monetization anymore, which it's not a major blow in a way of like, oh my god, like we lost a job. Like that's because obviously we're not employed, or we're, Kenshin Studios doesn't pay our bills. But it sucks because it was nice, because it was like a secondary way of income and like a revenue stream, apart from having to like, beg for donations, so it was nice that it was there. It was kind of like a nice safety net for us. But now obviously that's not even going to happen. We didn't even break the $100 payout anyways. So all the money that we made, unfortunately, gone, completely disappeared. We don't even make, I think if I remember correctly, we made like maybe like $10 on ad revenue in the amount of time that we were, partnered, and gone. Like we're not even going to make that money. Like YouTube's not going to be like, okay, here's a check for sympathy or something. Like, nope, thank you. They'll just take it back. So that is something that's dumb. So in that case, the Patreon's there.
We also have a T Public.
We do have the T Public still with our merch, yes. And once again, you guys need to tell us if there's like a specific thing that you want us to post there, because we're not sure what else to post on our T Public. Like that's why nothing has been updated much there, because we just don't know maybe what you guys are looking for. So like if there's a certain type of item that you guys want that you would buy, then like let us know, we can make that. Or something. But so there are still ways for us to make money, but it's just limited right now. So there's that. In terms of what we're gonna, because I've heard some comments even on like the post and stuff, and I've heard some things on I think what happened to Vinny there? He turned, it's a gray screen on his.
He's there. He's there.
Oh, there you are. Okay. In terms of what we're going to do about this, we're just gonna keep on going. I mean, there's really nothing else we can do because of this. I mean, we're not going to freak out. We're not going to be like, oh, it's over, put our hands up and die. We're just going to have to continue with what we're doing and our plans. It's just going to maybe take a little longer now. Once again, it's that horrible vicious cycle where we have these amazing ideas and we want to do them, but they require a budget, and to get that budget we need to make the content, but then to make the content we need the budget. So it's just this, it sucks. Like it's just that, it's just how it is. So let's see, Hammond Gaming, would you guys maybe sell your little Kudajira models? Well, once again, the problem is you gotta spend money to make money. We don't have the resources to make figures like we did. I mean, I remember when we sold those little Kudajira figures, I mean, it was a good amount of money that was out of pocket. I mean, that wasn't even donations or anything. Like, that was out of pocket. So we can't do that right now. the only way to potentially do like a figure line or something is we would have to do some big Kickstarter. We'd have to do some kind of rallying of the troops and getting people to support us in order to even start production, and who knows what that cost would be. And then you got to paint the
Yeah.
thing, and then we got to figure out like is it like a figure, or is it like a posable figure, or like what, and all that stuff. And that's just something that at this point right now, the fact we can't even get Kenshin Chaos episodes out to you guys consistently. I don't think a figure line is going to be in the future, at least for right now.
Anton, I actually have a 3D printer, so
Right. I mean, a 3D printer is
that's
one
cool.
thing. The only issue with that is, once again, detail with quality. I mean, you can,
Hmm.
like, a 3D printer, you can do
Yeah.
anything, but it
Yeah.
depends on the kind of, because I know it's like that. Obviously it's not ink, but it's the material that is used
Yeah.
to make it, which that is very expensive. So, and then you'd obviously have to find someone to paint them, because if we were to do a figure line, I wouldn't want to just have it where it was like the white
Hmm.
unpainted kind of figure. We did that just because that was in our budget at the time. But if we wanted to
Yeah.
really go into doing something, we want to paint it. We'd make it really detailed and stuff. So obviously, to
Yeah.
find someone who would paint that for us, that would also cost a pretty penny. So it's just, once again, it's one of that thing. We want to make content, gotta have a budget. But to have a budget, we gotta make the content.
Yeah.
It just sucks. It's what it is. Um, so we're just gonna keep on going with what we're doing. Kenshin Chaos is still going to be happening. Gabra's Bad Day is still going to be happening. And our future projects are still going to be in the works. It's just, some things are just going to be slower. I mean, that's just kind of how it's been anyways, regardless. And that's why the whole Patreon thing was a discussion, because even with the Patreon, we were still kind of slow. So it just, all this stuff just kind of, we kind of just realized, okay, you know what, maybe we just need to sit back and just, like Nico always says, what's your biggest quote, Nico?
Trust the process.
There you go. See, so we just got to trust where we're going.
TTP. TTP.
And yeah, we'll see what happens. But I mean, the best way you guys continue to support us, you just keep on coming to these community meetings, you keep on commenting, liking, watching the videos, and just being very patient. I mean, you guys are very patient with us as it is, but just continue to be patient while we get this stuff out there, because like I said,
Yeah.
we do this for free. We do this out of our own free time, and that's just what it is. No one's paying us, especially right now. No one's really paying us. So that's just kind of what it is. So, we may want to, find some ways to maybe get some more people on board in terms of animating for Kenshin Chaos. Like, so maybe even taking more workload off of Kyle and Robert. Maybe find other people that would be willing to help us for free. But that'd be the only way we could do it, is that we'll literally have to ask people like, hey, would you want to do this, but just for the fun of it, like we couldn't pay you, kind of thing. So yeah, so that's really it in terms of updates for me. Nico, Vinny, is there anything else that you guys needed to bring up, anything that you wanted to talk about?
Um, I can't really.
Just a poll to the audience here.
Anybody
I
see the
talked to this
latest?
idea.
Oh,
Go ahead.
delay.
um, but I was talking. I brought this idea up to Chris. So, how would you guys feel about like a pop-up stream? Let's say one day it so happens me and Chris and Vinny and just a couple group of guys were just like kind of bored and just want to like interact with the fans and stuff. And how would you guys feel about that? Just like kind of seeing us chat or like play a game together or something. How would you guys feel about that? Just a question. Just a question. But
Yeah.
oh, can we talk about the revolution that is starting within the Discord?
Not the pineapple pizza.
My army of pineapple on pizza people is
Oh my
rising.
god! I know. I saw the
Everyone
picture
is
of Kudajira with the pizza. That was pretty
everyone
funny.
is trying it.
Vinny.
Everyone is trying it and they're enjoying it. My army will rise and we will overtake the Discord.
They're only doing it because you say it's good, not because it's really
No,
good.
no,
No.
no, no, no. They just have good taste. Our fans have really good taste.
Well, they do like us, so I guess they do have good taste.
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
true.
They have really good
I guess it
taste.
is true. Yeah. Vinny, you were wanting to say something?
I mean, it's not really related to Kenshin, but it's related to Godzilla. Uh, has anybody seen the latest episode of Singular Point?
Mm-mm. I'm waiting for the English dub.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I tried to watch it, the
How do you
Jap,
even
but
watch the Japanese dub or yeah, Japanese? How
Uh,
do you
Japanese dub.
I
watch the
think
original?
it's the whatchamacallit, the VPN or
VPN.
something like
Mm-hmm.
that, and you gotta scroll
Oh,
with that.
no,
I
I'm
don't
not.
know how to exactly
No,
explain it.
not doing that.
Yeah,
I just want to see it just to see it.
yeah, you have to get a
I don't want to get
VPN
arrested.
to fake your computer to think that, or your internet IP address, whatever, to think that it's in Japan, so you can watch the
Right.
Netflix version of Japan, so to watch it
Mhm.
there. Um, or you could do other means of watching it. Not
There's bound to
saying,
Reddit.
be episodes by now on YouTube.
you know,
Like,
um, arg mateys. That's the other methods you could do. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for it to have like the American release on Netflix. I'm good.
By the ways, we do not promote that. Whatever Chris was suggesting,
I
we do not promote that.
I just said R matey with the eye patch. That's all I
We
said.
we do not condone you go out on a boat and steal from ships and
Right.
trades of other countries.
Sail
We
the
do not promote
seas
that.
and watch Singular
We do
Point.
not promote that sort of heresy within the channel. Yeah, just so we don't get any sort of trouble, and so you stay safe as well.
Yeah. So better off to use a VPN if you want to watch it now, or just wait, like I'm doing or whatever. So, yeah. So anything else, or we'll just open up to Q&A for the next couple minutes.
Nothing I can think of at the moment.
I could show. Do you guys want to see the behind the scenes stuff? That like 3 to 4 minute video. I could pull that up. You guys want to see that? That's up to the viewers if they want to. If you guys want to see that again, we could talk about that maybe. I don't know. Well, we don't have Robert or Kyle here, so
we will make an hour and a half breakdown video of it.
Yeah. Let's see, Godzilla Reader. If your channel gets deleted for whatever reason, God, I hope not.
No.
Does that mean that I have to cancel my Kudajira fan trilogy? No. That would be ridiculous. No. But I don't think it's to the point where we'd get where the channel would be deleted by YouTube. I feel like if that were the case, you would be making like you would have to get like copyright strikes or like content strikes, like the really bad, like you completely uploaded a full movie or something, or you've like just really doing some bad stuff to have your channel be shut down. I know that there are some instances out there, and I've experienced one with from a friend. If you guys remember Brandon Tenold, years ago, he had his channel doing all that, and then out of nowhere, gone. His channel just flat out disappeared. I don't even think he ever got a reason why. I don't think YouTube ever got back to him. I just know that after I talked about it on Goji Fan for a bit, and he made his new channel and re-uploaded all of his videos. Now he's fine. He's set. But I know that happens from time to time. I'm not saying it's going to happen to us, but I mean, I get it. Sometimes YouTube can just be like, oh yeah, let's just take him out. Just kill him. So, all right. It looks like you guys do. Whoa, that's right.
The way you said that, man, it's not like, oh yeah, let's take him out.
Let's take him out.
Like they have like Agent 47 after him.
Yeah, they got like a red laser sight on the channel.
Yeah.
Like, I think we should take him out. Yeah,
I got him in my sights. We take him out.
All right. Well, let me. I'll get the video ready because some of you guys wanted to see it, and then maybe that can get you guys some questions for the little Q&A section that we have. So I'll get that all set up. So once again, Nico and Vinny, I'll let you guys entertain them for a bit while I get this all set.
Okay.
All right, Vinny. I'm interested to see your take on the future podcast. I'm not gonna go into detail about mine, but because obviously I want to say for the podcast, but specifically for you, what do you think was the better ending for the Heisei era? The Godzilla vs. Destroyer or Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2? You can go in as much detail as you can. I'm not gonna get into detail
Mm.
though.
Okay. Bet God's Ooh. Destroyer had a better send off. Uh, Mechagodzilla had a better fight ending, and it also, in my opinion, had a better soundtrack. Def, which is kind of tough because they were both soundtracks of each movie were awesome. Uh, he brought back a couple of classic themes for Destroyer, but then again, he brought in some new themes for Mechagodzilla. So it's and I just well, the little baby theme is probably my favorite themes in that Heisei series. So it's just not the which one was it? The plant theme,
Because
not the
they're
baby.
both with the baby or what'd you say? You cut it out.
The
Which
the um the theme for
Junior baby.
yeah, or I think the soundtrack is called Rolling Titles, or well, that's the end of the movie anyway. But it's happens. There's like a big chorus in it, and like it's mostly chorus and string.
Hmm.
I like that track a lot.
That's if you. I know it's in both movies actually.
Oh, that's the other one. Not I know what you're talking about, but it's the other one. It's
Oh, the one in like Destroyer where it's just the strings and chords.
right. All right. It's
Okay,
the
all right. Yeah, that is a very good. That is a very good track.
like if you see the gut ending Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, that's the track.
Hmm.
Okay, I have the thing
But
pulled up. Whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready with it.
Yeah, I
Or
mean, you
Vinny, you
guys
ready
finish
for it,
if
or
there's
you
still
want
any
to
more
wrap up?
thoughts. So
no,
I just
I'm
have to.
good.
Okay, cool. All right.
So Vinny is considered indecisive, I guess.
Undecisive. Oh.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with either one.
All right, so I'm gonna pull it up here. It's gonna be full screen, I think, or oh, maybe I could. Yeah, here we go. I'll just do this. Kind of keep it in the little window here. Kind of. It's so weird how this
Oh, there we go.
screen is.
Nice.
It's not completely accurate, but whatever. It'll do. Actually, we're also probably going to be changing up the way we're doing our live stream soon, with using a new software called like Stream App or whatever. I showed you, Nico, what it was. It was what Monstrosities uses for his live streams. I think it's gonna be a lot easier for us
Yeah.
instead
Hmm.
of using OBS, but that's for later. Okay, guys. So this is the behind the scenes footage. I'm just gonna hit play now. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit, but this is the video of the behind the scenes so far. So a lot of it is animatics, and then it's a little bit of footage. So yeah, we'll just let it play. But you guys can hear Vinny's tracks here, and it's awesome sounding.
Hmm.
What if we just released it like this? That'd be funny. There we go. Now you got some
Yes.
animation right there.
So I'm looking in chat right now, and so before the running joke was, okay, you get if you say something that I don't like, you immediately get banned by me. But now the running joke is you saying Chris saying let's take him out.
Let's take him out. There we go. I made a meme. Yay. You go hear some of that Final Wars mixing in there, the music. I love it. There was a couple parts though I had to cut out of this behind the scenes because it was very spoilery, so it's
Mhm.
not the full thing. But you
Yeah,
guys will have to wait for the I can't show you how it's all how it finishes. You know what's the point? The music kind of synced up to the animatics there. That was funny. So this part here, this is what Robert and Kyle say is 90% complete and 80% complete. Once again, remember, it's kind of months ago. So actually,
Yeah.
this part, I think this section is actually done now, if I remember correctly.
believe so.
What I love though is how the lighting and like the Gigan's beam, especially that effect right there.
Mhm.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Robert and Kyle have definitely they're like gotten to that point where the lighting and the effects like just as like on point with the way that Sean did it. So,
Mhm.
but you can still tell a little like the animation here. Like right now, they're like uh, boxing each other here. Um, you know, it is a little bit of a different animation style than what Sean does. So you guys will notice once again that there will be a little bit of a difference. Okay, that's it. That's all. That's all we got. So yeah. So that's the little 3 minute ish behind the scenes thing of the what we got so far. So that's that. So
Yeah.
hope you guys you get a little taste of how Robert and Kyle's animation will look. You get to hear how the track will sound. And I think it's going to be another awesome episode. Just got to get it done. So, yeah. All right. Any questions? Anything? We will open the floor up to Q&A now for probably the
Mhm.
next couple minutes or so. If there aren't really a lot of questions, then I think we will call it. Because like I said, there's not much to go over. But that's yeah. So let's leave it up to some questions if you guys have them for us. Otherwise,
R.I.P. Gagan. Hey, you don't know that. You don't know.
yeah, you guys don't know. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. Jeez.
Hammond Gaming,
It's always so judgmental.
Chris, do you know how to animate yourself? No, I don't. But there has been times where I've been like, maybe I should learn like basics just in case like the team needs an extra hand. But I also am very impatient, and I don't think I would do very well in animation because I doing keyframes and like things like that. I don't know if I have the patience to like meticulously go through stuff like that. But maybe one day, I don't know. We'll see.
No, Hammond Gaming, I do not know how to animate at all. I downloaded MMD at one point, but that was a really long time ago. And I got one animation and I was like, oh, that's crazy. But I was like, no, it's not me.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
not my I'm sure if I had the time to sit down and practice it, I could get better at it, but
Right.
it's taking it takes years to do the stuff that that
Sean,
Kyle and
even Sean does.
Robert and Sean. Yeah, that takes years and years of work and practice to get where they're at right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me, I would probably just make a Godzilla wagging his tail or something. I don't know.
Something very
Not even
basic.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, let's see. Goji fan 93 burning out of content. Chris, let's take him out. Kind of how it went down.
Here's one from Bobby Reynolds. How would you guys react if you play a game that have different game styles? Could you go into further detail about that one?
Yeah.
I'll be
Well,
more than happy to answer, but like I'm a little curious.
going on that game idea, in terms of Kenshin plays, I actually just had an idea now that someone posted. I forget. I don't know who it was, but someone said you guys should play Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. The problem is though it's
Mhm.
not online, but I thought it would actually be kind of funny if we did like a race. So all of us would
Mm.
play it, we would record it, and we'd see who can finish the arcade round or the arcade ladder the quickest or something like that.
Um,
That could be interesting.
we could do that.
Like we put all the
Oh,
screens up at once or something.
there's a server system. If you have the
Yeah, for the
PCSX2,
PS, yeah,
you
for
can
Save the
use the server
Earth.
system. Yeah.
I'm if we are gonna go that route though, I actually want to wait for the Save the Earth overhaul. I don't know if you guys know about this, but it's the same guy who did the Unleashed overhaul mod where he like added skins and all this kind of stuff. But he's actually like taking his skills to the next level with Save the Earth, and they're doing some big stuff with the game. So if we are gonna do that, I want to wait until that's a little more finalized because I think that would be really cool to do. Um,
Kudajiris Alpha Roar.
Kudajir's Alpha Roar. I don't know if he has an Alpha Roar.
His Alpha Roar. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, Hamid Gaming was the one that recommended the Destroy Monsters
Oh,
Melee.
okay.
So yeah. So I don't know. I mean, Vinny had a lot of part in making Kudajira's Roar. So in terms
Oh,
of
yeah.
all that, Vinny can do some cool stuff. So
That was a while ago too.
yeah, right from
Yeah,
the
that
hybrid days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll see if there are
No,
more
Akamagoji.
questions. If not,
No, it wasn't. It was the Super Godzilla on the Super Nintendo.
don't even get me started.
I'm not gonna get you started.
Let's see, Godzilla Reader. I'm just asking the future of the channel because it would be kind of pointless to make a Kudajira fan fiction trilogy if people can't discover the original property. Don't worry about the channel. It's not going
Yeah.
anywhere. It's not
No.
going nowhere. So keep on doing what you're doing, Godzilla Reader. No, I would not worry. Like I said, the only thing to worry about, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want the universe to hear it. So don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine.
So Anton, when you're talking about the big reveal, are you talking about like the reveal of like your actual persona, or the reveal of Anton, or the reveal of Mr. Block? Which one? Because I've met both. I have yet to see the actual persona behind both characters. Like if you have a Godzilla, okay, Bobby Ross, like if you have a Godzilla game that has Savior Style or War of the Monster style and put them together.
Oh.
So combining two styles of a game. I mean, that's kind of weird because there's like fighting games. I recommend Gmod to play for the next Kenshin plays. We have our options. We don't know what we want to do yet.
We want to try. I mean, obviously we're doing the Among Us stuff because that was a voter thing, but we want to try to keep it to kaiju related, at least close enough. Because I mean, like we don't want to go out and all of a sudden play Minecraft, because that's just not really interesting.
I thought, okay, so obviously you guys, the Among Us video hasn't been released yet, but I personally thought Among Us was really fun.
It was fun because we had a lot of people on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had some people from the community. Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Beautiful. I loved it. I think you guys will enjoy it too because it's just so random.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot of twists and turns that I was not expecting.
Twists and turns.
I honestly, I was very impressed with one of the rounds. I'm not gonna say it. Whoever's in this chat, if you know what I'm talking about, do not bring it up.
Right.
Do not bring it up because I was very impressed with myself. I was so ready. But, yeah.
Acno says play some Call of Duty Warzone. See, that's just something that I just don't think that fits. Like I mean, like I said, Among Us, I don't feel fits, but we did that once again because that was a voter thing, and we wanted to fulfill that. But in terms of like coming up with stuff on our own, it just Call of Duty once again. That's something that everyone has done. Like there are just channels that are Call of Duty. So I just feel like we should do something that would either be very interesting to watch or just unique on its own. So like for instance, if we did that Godzilla Save the Earth online play, that would be fun. Or you know, I don't know, just trying to do something that's either somewhat monster related or something that's, I don't know, unique. Like
So, in simplest terms, we are. I think we're. I don't know about you, Chris, but I'm open to recommendations. But in the end, you may persuade us to do one game. Be like, oh, we might try it out. But in the end, it's what we want to do and what
right,
we think would be very fitting for our channel, or just
right,
whatever we think is going to interest you guys the most.
right.
That's essentially what it is.
And we don't want to,
That
yeah,
doesn't mean like, oh, we're not going to listen to you. But at
right.
the same time, if we're getting like, oh, do Among Us, do Among Us, do Among Us, do Among Us, I feel like at that point we're like, okay, they want to see Among Us, we will give them Among Us.
Hmm.
You know, it,
It's like an example with Phasmophobia. No one really told us to do it more. That's why we didn't do it. So,
yeah.
because personally it was fun, but it's just not my type of game, to be honest.
Mhm.
But like here, Bobby Reynolds, see, how about EDF online? See, like that I think would just be funny as hell because chaos. I mean, I love EDF, but like chaos ensues in that game, and like if you played that co-op and you put that on Inferno difficulty, it'd be funny. I think it would be really fun to watch. So that
Yeah, or Overdrive
Overdrive, that's another really
when
good
that
one.
sequel comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like all monster stuff, and that's online. So we still got to wait for that other monster game that's coming out. I keep on forgetting what the title is. But it takes a lot of inspiration from like the Atari Godzilla games. I just forgot what the title
The
is.
Kaiju
I know what you're talking.
Daikaisen? Is that the one?
No, no, no.
I know what you're talking about because it was in beta. I had the
Yeah,
game, the free to play one.
it's like it's like a cartoony 3D look.
Okay, let me open
Uh,
up Steam.
yeah. Land
Okay,
of the Dead
Steam is
Road to
open.
Fiddler's Green multiplayer. I don't think Land of the Dead Road to Fiddler's Green has servers anymore for multi. Well, it's probably some way that people can still make it work, but I don't think anyone plays that anymore because no one really did when it came out. So. Hmm.
Uh, oh well, there's Daikaiju Daikason versus. That's the only thing I have.
Yeah, that's another one that we were thinking about trying, but there's
I
another.
tried. I tried playing it on mouse and keyboard, like just by myself. It is
No, you need
incredibly
a controller for that. No,
Yeah,
don't
I
play
tried
the.
playing with mouse and
Yeah.
keyboard. It was so confusing.
All right, I'm searching up what that game is that I'm thinking about. Let's see. There is that Dawn of Monsters game that's coming out whenever. Oh, Gigabash. That's the game I'm talking
The
about.
bash. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
That game has like online, 4 player, all that good stuff. So that's a game that I think when that comes out that's going to be a really fun thing to try. Yeah. So yeah. All right. Well,
Jesus.
let's do 5 more minutes. Let's say 5 more minutes. So at like 2:25 is when we'll call it. So if there's any more
Uh,
questions, let us know.
excuse me. I
What?
am going to use the laboratory.
Oh, how dare you?
I shall return.
Shall return. um, yeah. So there's many different things we can do in terms of Kenshin plays, but at the same time, I also don't want to do so much to where it ends up where we like turn into a let's play channel because that's not the direction that I see this channel going in. I want to make content that you guys originally came for, and that's animations. I mean, we're known for doing the animations and all that, just the monster animation stuff. Like that's what we're known for. So I just feel like if we made more content, like the ratio of content between like animations and video game stuff, I just feel like we start to lose our uniqueness of what we are. So I'm just trying to make sure that we don't go too far off that. So once again, the Kenshin Plays was something that was made to support. It was like to go in between major releases. But obviously, since our major releases are taking longer to come out, the plan kind of backfired. So it's like we're trying not to do so many smaller things because that's kind of taking away time. I don't know why the lighting is so horrible. I think it's just because it's really cloudy where I am right now, and the sun keeps on disappearing on me, so I have to keep on opening the lights. Uh, so, will we do more Among Us with fans? I mean, honestly, even if it's not recorded, I think it would still be fun. To be perfectly honest, though, Among Us, it was fun, but it's never really been a game that I've been super interested in. Um, Me personally, when it comes to gaming, I like single player, story driven kind of content. Like, you got to give me a reason to play, like some motivation of something. If it's just a multiplayer game, like just multiplayer, I get bored very easily, and even my home friends here, they know that they've tried to have me play multiplayer games all the time. Like back in the day, they would try to get me to play Call of Duty all the time, and I just could not get into it because there's a certain point where I get bored by just having doing the same team deathmatch, just shoot a guy. Well, like you got to give me some kind of story or some kind of like set piece scripted something. So that's just kind of me with like multiplayer games. So but
No.
we'll keep on doing Among Us with you guys if that works. Maybe it won't be recorded and maybe it won't be for content, but maybe just like what Nico said, maybe for like a random pop-up stream, maybe we would invite you guys to play Among Us or something. So but yeah, so that's kind of that deal. um Godzilla Raider. Do you guys know about Godzilla Bonds of Blood? Yes, I do, and they are, gosh, I wish we had like them to help us with stuff because that animation's pretty amazing. So, yes. Um, all right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about grounds. I don't know if that'll happen. I don't think
No, microtransact. Yeah. Yeah.
microtransactions and like DLC will happen.
really feel like
That's
they
how you get
really
money.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you, if there was another fighting Godzilla game or something along the lines of that, I guarantee you there would be monsters purposely left out. Like you'll get the core like
either that or
10 or 12 monsters, and then let's say out of nowhere, oh, purchases DLC today, and they'll do a big reveal for like the Muto, the
Mm-hmm.
female Muto. Like it'll be something along the lines of that, or like the new era of like Ghidorah or something crazy. That's just the way. That's how marketing works. That's how games make more money.
We were lucky in the PS4 game to not have any DLC, but it was close. Wasn't there actually some kind of DLC on that? But it wasn't like,
There what it
but it
was
was
a
free.
pre-order DLC. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pre-order DLC and it was free.
Yeah.
There's, this was like 2 years ago, actually. I was very surprised they still were updating the game at the time. They had like a photo mode. It was like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
I read the
diorama mode.
update. Yeah, I read the updates. I'm like, wow, they were
Yeah.
still updating this game after they didn't even milk it. They just said, we'll release it, just let
Right.
it go.
Well, at that point, the game was kind of it was dying anyways. So, they
Yeah,
were like, whatever.
I was very surprised that they continued updating it. Uh,
Anton says
yeah.
you'd make a fighting game. Um, you know, One day if Kenshin Studios can do it to like develop a game, that'd be pretty cool. Um,
Yeah.
but once again, that's something that's way far in the future. I mean, talk about, my God, making a game. That's yeah, that's definitely asking for a Kickstarter or something. So yeah. Hammond Gaming, Chris, I noticed you like story games. So what do you think of Dark Souls or the new release Demon Souls? I Long story short, with Dark Souls or the Souls series, really, I love the theme and the setting and the gameplay and all that stuff, but I cannot play it because I get mad at games. I get frustrated, and if I play a game that's made for masochists, it's not good for my health. So I purposefully stay away from playing Dark Souls or any of the Souls games because I know I will want to kill someone, so that I don't play them. But I love this, like the look of it and the theme and the settings. I love it. I just can't play it.
Point taken that Chris did just verbally said that he would want to kill someone if he did play one of those games, and he did bring up, taking out a YouTuber because of the repetitive stuff. So yeah, but we do not condone that.
I'm just
We do not condone
I'm
that
just a
here.
very violent person in my
Absolutely,
head.
yes. I
But that's
remember. I remember.
you
You
have
guys
that little
haven't seen me
voice
on
you have that
COD.
little voice in your head that's like
Oh
So
yeah, I remember G Fest. I told Chris that Godzilla's revenge was better than King of the Monsters, and this man
no.
threw a fit. He flipped the table. It's
He's just
like
making that well that now you're just making stuff up.
no,
But you know what I
this is a true
mean? Like
story. It was
you're on like
like
the highway and you're driving and that you just
no,
have this weird sick side of you that's just like I
no,
could just go into oncoming traffic right now and just create mass chaos. But then you have that other voice that's like, don't do that. That's counterproductive. I mean, it's like I'm not the only person that has that, though. There goes my credibility.
Yep.
Yeah. So, or people just think I'm really funny, and that's good. So, all right, guys, I think we're going to end it right here before I talk more about my psyche and how disturbing I might be. So, yeah, but that's kind of it, guys. Once again, not a lot of stuff to update you guys with Patreon things and the membership stuff. Don't worry about the channel. We're gonna be fine. We're just gonna keep on going with what we're doing, and we're just gonna make the best of it. So episode 4 will come out when it comes out. Gabra's Bad Day will come out when that comes out. But hey, at least now we're gonna be sharing everything with you guys when it comes to sneak peeks, behind the scenes, and all that stuff. So at least you guys can enjoy the ride with us while you're waiting. And there you go. So yeah, anything else you guys want to talk
nope,
about or say? Final
nope,
words? Nothing? Man,
all good.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then that's it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later.